Welcome to the Midlife Biz podcast. I'm your host, Susanne Reicher, and in today's episode, we are going to tackle a topic that's been on my mind and maybe yours too, Instagram frustrations and the power of focusing on long-form content instead. If you've been feeling tired of the constant pressure to post on Instagram and not seeing the results you hoped for, this episode is for you. Hello and welcome to the Midlife Biz podcast, the show where we dive deep into how to build an online coaching business even while navigating hot flashes and menopausal brain fog, to name just a few struggles that can come with being an entrepreneur in your midlife. I'm your host, Susanne Reicher, and I help coaches like you who want to build an online business in their 40s, 50s, or 60s that they love, who want to do work that matters, and who want to have the financial and emotional freedom they deserve. First, let's talk about the pressure to constantly post and show up every day. It's like this never-ending cycle of creating content, posting, and then starting all over again. You feel like you can't take a break because if you do, you might lose momentum or fall behind. It's exhausting, both mentally and creatively. And it's not just about posting consistently. You also feel the pressure to create content that's specifically tailored for Instagram. You spend hours trying to create the perfect reel, researching trending audios, crafting a clever caption, and finding the right hashtags. But even when you put in all that effort, there's no guarantee that your post will perform well. And that brings us to another frustration, the algorithm. It feels like this mysterious, ever-changing force that controls who sees your content. You try to figure out what works, what doesn't, and how to beat the system. But just when you think you've cracked the code, it all changes again and you're back to square one. It's so frustrating. It's discouraging to put so much work in only to see so little results. You check your insights, hoping to see growth and engagement, but the numbers just aren't where you want them to be. You start questioning yourself and wondering if you're doing something wrong. And let's not forget about the comparison game. As you scroll through your feed, you see other businesses and influencers with thousands of likes and comments, and you start to wonder why your content isn't performing as well as theirs. It's a slippery slope that can lead to self-doubt and frustration. I've been there myself, and I know how disheartening it can be. There have been times when I've spent so much time creating what I thought was the perfect Instagram post, only to see it flop. Nobody's going to see it, like organic reach like zero. It's hard not to take it personally and feel like you're failing. So here's the thing. You're not alone in these frustrations. So many business owners are struggling with the same challenges on Instagram. The constant pressure to create, the algorithm changes, the lack of results, it's a common experience. And that's why I think it's so important to have this conversation and explore alternative solutions. Because as much as we might love Instagram, we have to recognize when it's not serving our business goals. We have to be willing to try new approaches and focus on what truly matters, connecting with our audience and sharing our expertise in a meaningful way. So if you're nodding along and feeling those Instagram frustrations, know that you're not alone. It's okay to admit that it's not working for you, and it's okay to seek out a different path. In fact, that's what we are going to explore in this episode, a powerful alternative that can help you break free from the Instagram trap and find real success online. But why is this happening? Why isn't Instagram working the way we want it to? There are a few reasons. First, Instagram is designed for short attention spans. People are scrolling quickly and it's hard to capture their attention and really showcase your expertise in just a few seconds. Plus, with so many people and businesses on the platform, it's tough to stand out in such a crowded space. Another issue is that Instagram's goals don't always align with our goals as business owners. They want to keep users on their platform for as long as possible so they can show them more ads because that's how they make their money. While we want to drive traffic to our websites and other content, it's a bit of a mismatch. In the end, you want to sell your services. You want to sell your offers. You don't want to use Instagram just to entertain people, just to grow, unless you're an influencer. But that's a completely different business model. So what's the solution? I believe it's focusing on long-form content like a blog or podcast or YouTube videos. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but Susanne, I barely have time for Instagram. How can I create even more content? Trust me, I get it, but hear me out on the benefits. When you create long-form content, you have the opportunity to really dive deep into your area of expertise. You can share your stories, your knowledge, and your unique perspective in a way that establishes you as an authority in your niche. It's a chance to build a stronger, more authentic connection with your audience. Plus, long-form content is evergreen. Unlike Instagram posts that quickly get buried in the feed, a blog post or podcast episode can be shared and repurposed over time, driving traffic to your website and other offerings. It's a valuable asset for your business. One of the most powerful aspects of long-form content is its ability to show up in Google search results, even years after it's been posted. When you create high-quality, informative blog posts or podcast episodes, well, you create a blog post for that episode or YouTube videos, you are essentially creating a library of content that can attract new visitors to your website for a long time to come. I've experienced this firsthand with my own blog. I have articles that I published 5-6 years ago, and to this day, they still bring in hundreds of visitors each day from Google searches. That's the beauty of long-form content. It has a much longer lifespan than a fleeting Instagram post. When you create content that answers people's questions, solves their problems, or provides valuable insights, it becomes a resource that people will continually seek out. And as more people discover and engage with your content, it can help boost your search engine rankings, making it even easier for new visitors to find you. Another benefit of long-form content is that it can be repurposed in multiple ways. So let's say you write a comprehensive blog post on a topic related to what you do. You can then turn that blog post into a podcast episode, a YouTube video, create social media posts highlighting key takeaways, or even develop a lead magnet or a mini course based on the same content. By repurposing your long-form content, you're maximizing its value and reaching new audiences across different platforms. Plus, when you have a library of long-form content on your website, when you have a blog, it gives people a reason to keep coming back. They can explore your other blog posts, listen to your podcast episode, watch your videos, and get to know you and your business on a deeper level. This helps build trust and establish you as an authority in your field. So, while Instagram posts may provide a quick burst of engagement, long-form content is the gift that keeps on giving. If you're not already creating long-form content, I highly encourage you to start. Whether it's a blog, a podcast, or YouTube videos, find a platform that aligns with your strengths and start sharing your knowledge. It may take some time and effort to build up a library of content, This is not a quick win short-term strategy. This is an asset that you're building that you're going to profit from and benefit from for years to come. The long-term benefits, they are so worth it. And you don't have to choose between Instagram and social media and your long-form content. You can use both. You can use Instagram to promote your blog posts or podcast episodes, share snippets or quotes, and engage with your audience. But by focusing on long-form content as the foundation of your online presence, you'll be setting yourself up for sustainable long-term success. I like to use Instagram as a complementary tool alongside my long-form content. I repurpose my podcast episodes by sharing sound bites or carousel posts. Sometimes I ask questions in my stories related to the content to spark engagement, though I think I could do more of that. And then I sprinkle in additional content that feels fun and authentic, where I share, for example, how I did something, how I got results for a client, a photo dump about living in Mallorca, a reel where I'm sharing about my life. That's what people really connect with. I know it can be challenging to shift your mindset and focus on long-form content, especially if you've been putting a lot of time and effort into Instagram. But I've seen firsthand the difference it can make. It's okay to start small, maybe with one blog post or podcast episode a month, and gradually increase your frequency as you get more comfortable. I truly believe that by focusing on long-form content and using Instagram as a complementary tool, you can build a stronger, more sustainable presence online. You will be able to establish your expertise, connect with your audience on a deeper level, and drive real results for your business. Before I wrap up, I want to share a story. Early this year, I was feeling burned out and frustrated with Instagram. I was posting reels that looked like the reels from everybody else, and of course, my engagement didn't really grow, and I was so bored by it. I didn't feel inspired. I didn't feel creative. It felt like a chore to do. And that's when I decided to reshift my focus to my blog and this podcast. I am pouring my energy into creating content that truly matters to me and my audience. And you know what? It feels so much better. I'm actually right now setting up a brand new lifestyle and wellness blog for women in midlife. I talked about this before, and I'm looking for guest authors and collaborations. My vision is to have experts writing for the blog, offer courses and trainings and bundles, and for all of us growing together. I'm so excited about this. I want to launch it this month, but we'll see how it goes. It's coming along. I already designed the homepage. I have the name, I have the domain, I have the logo. I'm slowly working my way through it. So get in touch if you would like to participate. Simply email me at hello@susannereiker.com and I'm going to reach out with more information. So if you are in that same place of frustration and burnout, know that there is another way. Long-form content can be a secret weapon, allowing you to build a stronger foundation for your business and connect with your audience in a more meaningful way. And if you're ready to break free from the Instagram trap and create content with intention that magnetizes your dream clients, I have an exciting opportunity for you. I'm thrilled to announce the upcoming launch of my new program, Flow, your ultimate guide to effortless content creation and client magnetism. Inside Flow, you'll learn my exact method for crafting engaging long-form content that resonates with your audience and drives sales. Say goodbye to the uncertainty of content creation and hello to a simple process that lets you create with ease and get back to doing what you love. By joining the waitlist for Flow, you'll be the first to know when enrollment opens this summer and gain access to exclusive bonuses and a very special early bird discount. To join the waitlist, simply head over to susannereicher.com/flow and enter your email address. I can't wait to support you in creating content that truly connects with your dream clients and helps you build a thriving, sustainable business. If you found this episode helpful, I'd love for you to subscribe to the Midlife Biz podcast and leave a review. Your support means the world to me. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Remember, your expertise and your stories matter. Keep creating content that feels authentic to you, and the right audience will find you. Until next time, bye for now.